Well, real estate tokenization platform Parcl is partnering with Polymarket to allow predictions on home values. This does bring live real estate markets to Polymarket, which allows predictions on home values. And Parcl is blockchain-based and allowing users to trade synthetic assets tied to property price indices in major cities. And users can long or short property markets using Parcl tokens with perp futures contracts mirroring indices like U.S. Metro housing data. Well, Parcl CEO says housing will be a major prediction category. Joining me with more here at the New York Stock Exchange is Trevor Bacon, co-founder and CEO of Parcl. Trevor, great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Well, first and foremost, when it comes to real estate, timing is everything. So why now for prediction markets and housing?
Yeah, so prediction markets are clearly gaining a lot of momentum in the marketplace. We think that's likely due to the simplicity of the asset. It's a simple yes, no binary option. For us, why that's interesting in general and why we founded Parcl is because real estate has virtually no liquidity. To get exposure to real estate, you need to typically buy a home or invest in a REIT, which doesn't give you directional access, and it's very capital intensive. So what we built at Parcl and now what we're doing with Polymarket allows people to get exposure, express a view, and over time be able to hedge positions, as well as, even if you're not taking a financial position, it allows the market to find truth in prediction markets. So users and consumers can gain more, to make better decisions.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit more about Parcl's daily housing indices. How does this actually work?
Yes, so Parcl as an entity is a real-time residential platform, residential real estate platform. One of our core products is daily housing price indices. What that and those indices track price per square foot across the country in real time. They're the only real-time real estate indices. Most are lagged by either months or 2 months, and we're purpose-built for financial instruments. We've obviously developed a perpetual futures platform, which is a financial instrument, and this week we announced Polymarket, which is another financial instrument. So these are purpose-built to underpin financial instruments related to real estate.
So tell us about this partnership with Polymarket and what you expect to see moving forward.
Yeah, so this week we announced that Parcl and Polymarket are partnering to bring real estate to prediction markets. What this means is that Polymarket will offer real estate markets across several major U.S. cities, including Austin, Los Angeles, Miami, LA, New York, and then we have a U.S. aggregate market. Polymarket obviously offers them on their front end. It's powered by their risk engine, and we as Parcl are the resolution. So we're the finality of the contract. Initially, the contracts are 1 month duration, and those are expected to roll, and we expect to continue to increase the amount of cities offered on Polymarket.
Well, Trevor, while I have you here, I do want to ask you about data. So you and I are surrounded by data here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, but when it comes to housing market figures as well as real estate, why is transparent, verifiable data so important, especially when it comes to making prediction markets work?
Yes. So real estate is notoriously opaque and not transparent. And what we do and why we were built is to bring transparency and liquidity to real estate. And in order to bring liquidity to real estate, you need transparency. And so we are the only real-time daily price indices. We are the only data provider purpose-built for financial applications. And also we are the most credibly neutral data provider. We have no conflicts of interest related to transactions or other business lines that would conflict with telling the truth about what's actually happening in real estate. So being the source of truth for real estate ties very well with prediction markets that are literally trying to bring the truth to consumers, and that allows for better decision making for consumers, institutions, and policymakers.
And finally, before I let you go, Trevor, I think I know the answer to this question, but do you think real estate will become a core category in prediction markets going forward, and why?
Yes. So there's a few reasons for that, but first and foremost, real estate is the largest asset class in the world, and it is also amongst the most illiquid. And so marrying financial instruments such as prediction markets with real estate, you're opening up a new asset class to people to get exposure to real estate, institutions to hedge against real estate. It's also the only asset class that doesn't have a way to hedge or short. And so we think this is a massive market opportunity to bring liquidity to, and we're excited about the future.
Well, Trevor, great talking to you. Thank you so much for joining me here at the New York Stock Exchange, and thank you so much for sharing your perspective with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.